What up, guys? So today I wanted to use the blocking chainsword, the Gathalamor Crusade. I used this before on tactical, but I definitely wanted to try it out with Vanguard because they have a lot of good perks for, you know, the perfect block perk right there. Extra melee damage for the team. So I just thought Vanguard was a class I really wanted to try out the blocking chainsword with, and dude, honestly, it is such a fun weapon. It pays off to play very aggressive. And honestly, obviously Duelist, the perk there really helps out, you know, just pulling off very like last second blocks. I think is just very useful because honestly with this thing, I'm just swinging a lot. I tried out balance recently, and I do think blocking is just in a better spot than balance, especially once you get used to pretty much how to use blocking. I also have the Oculus here. The Oculus is a good SMG. Vanguard is just a fun class here. I am now on level for Ruthless. This is a level 15 Vanguard. It's an Artificer Oculus, but yeah, as I showed off the, obviously it's a Relic Chainsword here. Really crazy camera tricks there. The game was trying to make me really dizzy, apparently, I think. Get the catch. That was a good catch. And honestly, just shredding these minorists has been very, very fun. Obviously, the chainsword has the stomp, which is probably my favorite bit about using the chainsword, especially against Tyranids. I wanted the Hive Tyrant fight with a blocking chainsword. I've been having fun just trying out different melee. I think melee's actually in a pretty good spot right now. Obviously the Power Fist, and I think maybe the Power Fist and the Power Sword might need a little bit of a buff. But obviously I like the Power Sword for the light attacks, and fencing Power Sword for Bulwark is mostly what I use Power Sword for, so I do think the Power Fist is probably in need of a buff just because, you know, the Power Sword kind of has its own identity. But I gotta say, I really enjoy the blocking chainsword. The blocking chainsword coming in a very, very... coming into a lot of swings with the blocking chainsword there. I really just threw the grenade, got in the grapple, and we were able to take those majors out. I'm still just extra surprised of how aggressive you can play with the blocking chainsword. Because even just like little blocks like that, see right there, I could have had the I could have had 3 blocks there. Those whips are perfect for it, to be honest. You kind of just need to look out for combos like that, and then you can get, you know, the 3-stacking chainsword blocks. I do kind of get greedy, though. Well, no, I guess the opposite of greedy. I just don't have a lot of patience, so sometimes I just look for 1 or 2 blocks. Now here, I use a stim here, and they immediately eat it. That was a rough stim for sure. I should have just, you know, got the slam and got the armor back, and then I could have used the stim. But it doesn't matter. You can play so aggressive with Vanguard. It's so much fun. Making sure I got the block there. Get another stomp. I really enjoyed the stomps. Yeah, and it's pretty much... obviously, you know, that's not the fastest you could probably take out a major. But with all pure melee, it's very, very satisfying. You can get a block and a stomp there. I was able to take out this major. This operation is very fun. Basically, with Vanguard, I'm just leveling them up. So I'm going through Ruthless. This is Ruthless. Most of the time, I'm playing on Ruthless, or I've been playing Lethal a little bit here and there. I kind of want to get a Lethal mission done for each of my classes before Horde mode. I already did the Lethal run. I got every operation. I beat it on Lethal with Bulwark. But I recently leveled up Heavy all the way, so I'm ready with Horde mode for Heavy, if that's, you know, the thing. Oh, here we just take out majors because this is a tactical and heavy Vanguard situation, so we can just really, really mow down majors. But yes, as I was saying, I am leveling up Tactical and Assault to get to max. I'm leveling up Sniper on PC. Oh, here's another example of just taking out majors. It's insane how much damage we can put out here as a team. Frankly, the blocking Chainsword is just, it's a beast of a weapon. It's very, very fun. Like, honestly, I like using Vanguard for the melee capabilities, so I'm gonna be really excited when I get Vanguard up to 25, and maybe get a Relic Oculus and a Relic Melta, something like that. But yeah, so right here, level 15, Ruthless, and we're getting ready for the Hive Tyrant boss fight here, which is the reason why, it's the only reason to run this operation. So definitely the Oculus is probably really, really good for taking out mobs, but you know, I am using the Chainsword so I can do the stomping attack for the mobs. And here I just kind of wanted to show off how this team looked. Obviously, the tactical looks good there. They are using the grenade launcher, as you saw. That thing is pretty insane. The Oculus looks really nice here. The Dark Angels pack was very, very, very nice. There's a lot of good cosmetics in that. The grapple, the grapple for Vanguard, I think, is good, basically for some of the perks you can trigger by, while using it. But the grapple itself doesn't feel like, I don't know, it's pretty cool to push back enemies with. But I don't know, I just feel like it's very, I don't know, sometimes it can be underwhelming compared to other perks, like Tactical Scan or something like that. Essentially, the grapple is just like an instant stun. Maybe, I don't know, I don't want to say it needs to be buffed, but maybe the cooldown, the cooldown on the grapple could be a little bit shorter. And I think that would be fine. But at the same time, it's still pretty fast, I guess. And yeah, here's what we're working with, a little extra ammo. Oh yeah, here's this is a Lictor. Jumping on the heavy there, and we just absolutely shred it. The grenade launcher is just insanely powerful, and I'm also hitting it with a blocking Chainsword. This was a good team. This was a good team. Spore Mine's there at the end for whatever reason. Now here's the Hive Tyrant fight. Opening it up with the Oculus. Oh, and look, our teammate pointed out the ammo cache there. I feel like that's a huge deal for this fight, just to know where it's at. I really like the grapple going into the slam with the blocking Chainsword. But yeah, here I'm definitely trying to get some long-range punishment there. Grapple, slam, getting in some swings there. Definitely some good damage, to be honest. At least for melee, I genuinely think melee, it's in a good spot. I do think, obviously, there's a couple melee weapons that could use buffs. But I do think the blocking Chainsword is in a good spot. It is definitely a strong weapon. However, I just tanked that for whatever reason. That was it. Probably could have dodged that a little bit better. But I think I was getting greedy and just looking for blocks. But yeah, so I'm definitely excited to fully level up Vanguard. I'm going to fully level up Assault, and I'm going to go all in on getting some good melee operations in. I definitely want to go back to Reliquary and, try to beat that on Ruthless with the melee class and probably get to Lethal eventually. When I beat Reliquary on Lethal, I was playing Bulwark. So, I don't know. I kind of feel like it would be interesting to go back to Reliquary on other classes to make sure I'm ready for Horde mode. Big slam there. We get the scan. And now it's just blocking. A little bit of blocking damage there, but that was a lot of grenade launcher. We absolutely shred the Hive Tyrant there. Good experience. Very good experience. Boom. 7k melee damage. That was a good run. I think I had two really good teammates there, obviously. They put up 10k, but look at this experience. 15 to 18. On my way to 25.